What's going on, guys? I hope you all had a great day. I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving, got to spend a lot of time with family and friends and enjoyed it and got some downtime from work, school, whatever you have going on in your life. So I know I enjoyed my Thanksgiving, very thankful for that, but let's jump right back into the regularly scheduled uploads. Today we're going to be talking about 5 features I didn't think I would enjoy, didn't really think I would jump into and really use right off the bat, and features that I really didn't even think about when purchasing the Powerstroke, the 6.7 2019 Platinum F-250. This truck does come with a ton of features, so there's a ton of things to choose from, thankfully. And you guys actually haven't even seen the truck in good lighting yet. When we bought it, it was kind of dark outside, so let's do a quick walk around. Of course, we'll start with the front end. The front end looks so mean on these trucks, and we'll get into one of the features that I really like about this truck that I didn't even think about or didn't even know about whenever I bought it. We'll talk about that here in a minute, but that's the front end in good lighting. Here is the driver's side. You guys can kind of get a good idea what the color looks like in person. The ruby red color, I absolutely love it. It was a very easy choice on picking a color on this truck. And here is the rear of it. I really like how the chrome and the red kind of meets. I think that looks really good. I like the color matched front and rear bumpers. The powder coat on the tow package looks really good. I'm really happy how that looks. All shiny powder coat. But walking over to the passenger side, I really like the way this angle looks on the truck. I really like the taillights when they're on, how they look with the OLED LED around the rear tail. I think that looks great. I really don't like the stainless steel chrome look, I guess, of the 2 dual exhaust pipes. I don't think that looks the best, but we'll address that. And of course, our exhaust will probably be falling off the truck here pretty soon. Hint, hint. But we will go on, finish up this walkthrough. I really like how the rear glass has that flush look and it's automatic, opens and closes. I think that's freaking awesome. Of course, we got our automatic steps here. Whenever we open the door, they fold out. A lot of trucks come with those nowadays though, but that's always a good feature to have. So we'll finish up this walk around and jump right into the 5 features that I didn't know I would jump into. And we'll start off right here at the front of the truck because I didn't even know about this feature whenever I bought the truck. So of course the truck has cameras all over it. Has cameras under both the mirrors that shine on the sides, and it gives you a 360 view camera above you, so when you're backing up or even when you're pulling forward into spots, you can hit your camera button and you can see a 360 view around you. We'll go show you here in a minute. But of course the front camera, big factor in that, and I did not know, but the front camera has this little cleaning device that pops out and can clean the front camera whenever it gets dirty. It senses when it's dirty, and this little piece right here pops out and cleans it. I think that's freaking awesome. I didn't even know about that feature before I bought it. But of course, whenever you're following behind, say, semi trucks or dump trailers or anything like that, of course you don't want to be close behind those to kick up rock chips and stuff on the paint, which we'll get into that. We will be ceramic coating the paint in our Jack's Wax ceramic coating, but we'll get into that here soon. But yeah, you of course are going to get the front of the vehicle dirty, and that leaves this camera susceptible to getting dirty. So that's a great feature that I didn't even know about, that I really like about this truck. Next feature we're going to talk about is actually at the back of the truck. So we're going to go all the way to the back, and I didn't know I would be using this feature so much, but I've used it a freaking ton. So of course there's no latch or anything, it's a button. You press the button and the tailgate comes automatically down. You know, cool, that's cool or whatever, but these trucks come really high from factory. You're probably not going to be able to tell, but there is my 01 Cummins, and I gotta tell you, the F-250, that's leveled out with, you know, slight 3-inch lift in the front. The F-250 sits higher than it. Of course the rear isn't lifted on that truck because it's just leveled out, but the rear from factory is quite substantially higher on this F-250. So I've never really had to use a step stool or never really thought about using one. I've always used the tire, the side of the tire, you know, that's great and fun and all, but when your hands are full, I've been using this thing a freaking ton. By the way, I've got 1,000 miles on this truck already. I've already driven it a ton. So it's not like I'm just making all these things up for you guys. I've actually used these things a ton this past 3 or 4 days with owning the truck. I've been using it for business trips and just taking the family around to the grocery store or whatever. So I never thought I would use this step thing as much as I have, but this locks into place like this. You got your nice grab handle, and this has had no problem supporting my weight whatsoever. Got a little grip down there. You just use the handle, step up here, and you're in your truck bed. I've already been hauling a couple things down, but I never thought I would enjoy that feature. Now the next feature we're going to talk about while we're in the back of the truck, so this is our third feature, that's our second, is the button for the LED lights back here. So you get a button back here. I don't know if the other truck brands offer that. I know they offer the tailgate lights or the bed lights, but I don't know if they offer the button back here. I think you may have to turn it on in the cab. So, but I don't know for sure on that. But all I know is I really like that feature. Other truck brands may have it the same way, I'm not sure. All I'm saying is I didn't think I would use that feature as much as I have been using, and it's only 5 days into it, so I know I'll be using it a lot more. Loading things up and it kind of gets dimmer, and then finally goes off. That is a feature I did not think I would be using as much as I have, and man, I gotta tell you, it pays off. So to get this thing down, you just press this button. I can even do it with one hand. Press this latch, goes down, goes in, push up, slide in. Very, very easy. Tailgate locks, very good as well. So our fourth feature, we're gonna actually go inside the truck and we're gonna show you the cameras before we get in here on the tow mirrors. But you guys can see the cameras on the mirrors right there. That's how you kind of can see on the side of the truck. We'll jump in here real quick. There's proof that I've already driven this thing 1,000 miles. Of course, I bought it a few days ago with just 11 miles on it, so I have been driving this thing a ton. We can hit our one. Our seat's moving. Our wife drove it last, so our memory seats, that's a good option. That's not one of the ones we're talking about today, but that is a great option about the truck. So for this feature, we are going to turn the truck on. So press our brake pedal, press our on button, truck comes on. Close our door so it'll get a little quieter in here. So the next feature we're going to talk about, we kind of mentioned it a minute ago, but it is going to be our video camera. So as you can see here, we got our 360 view. There's my trailer right there. You guys could probably see. There's my garage, and there's in front, sides, all of this, my garden over there, and inside of my driveway. So you guys get the point. So whenever you're pulling in or backing up, this is a great feature to have so you can check all angles of your truck to make sure you're definitely not going to hit anything. Of course, you still got your great mirrors that are powered that you can just adjust right here, and you can actually push them out by pressing that button to extend them if you're pulling a trailer, or bring them back in by pressing that button and they'll just come back in. But of course, you can still adjust them with this button here, just like pretty much every truck. But point is, you can get all angles by just sitting still around your truck. So I thought that was a really cool feature. I've been using it a ton, and when the wife has been driving the vehicle, she's been using it as well. So when I've been editing, which that's a great feature, I can edit right here on this big armrest. And when I've been editing, when she's driving, she loves this feature because of course it's a big truck. She doesn't really like driving big trucks, but with the camera feature, she's more than comfortable driving and parking this thing. So maybe some of you guys can relate that are in a relationship and have the spouse drive every once in a while. That's a great feature to have right there. But we'll go ahead and turn this off. Last but not least, I love a lot of features on this truck, and we'll get into more features in the future, but I didn't know I'd be using all of those as much as I had. I knew about a couple of them, but I didn't know I'd be using them as much as I have been using them, especially coming from such an older truck that doesn't have anything like this. The last thing I want to talk about is the adaptive cruise control. I talked about it a little bit in a video a couple days back, so I'm not going to hit on it a lot. I'll link that video down below or up above to where you guys can get a more in-depth. But the adaptive cruise control has helped so much on going on long road trips. As you can tell, I've been road tripping a lot with the miles on the truck. I didn't know I'd be using it as much as I am whenever I bought the truck. I knew about it, but I didn't know I'd be using it so much. So the adaptive cruise control, you just turn it on like you regularly would on any cruise control, set your miles per hour, and then you can set the distance between the car in front of you, and the truck will automatically brake or accelerate depending on the vehicle in front of you, but it will never go above the set miles per hour. So I think that's really good. It's a great safe feature, and it makes long road trips a lot more enjoyable. You got this button up here, kind of cool. The back sliding glass, open and close it. Bam, it's so quiet in here. That's a feature I like as well, but I kind of knew it was going to be quiet. Hopefully not for long. Even when we do straight pipe it, it's probably going to be a lot quieter in here without the crazy drone that the older trucks have, you know, with the second gens and things like that. I didn't talk about the massaging seats in this video. but your boy knew he was gonna be using that a ton, so I didn't throw it in. But that is 5 features I did not personally think I would be using as much, and I've been using like crazy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you may have learned something you didn't know about the F-250. That's what this is all about. Me getting into the Fords doesn't mean I don't like Cummins anymore. Doesn't mean I don't like Rams. I love them. I love those trucks. They're great trucks. Me getting into this Powerstroke is all about learning, about bringing new, fresh content to the channel, because you don't see a lot of these 6.7 Powerstrokes, especially the Platinums, on YouTube nowadays. It's fresh and exciting for me. I hope it's fresh and exciting for you guys. Hopefully you're going to learn something. We will be talking about more Cummins stuff in the future, so stay tuned for that. But thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. Smash that like button if you enjoyed it. If you're new, make sure you're subscribing now before we jump into all the modifications that are going to be coming to this thing. Make sure you subscribe before we get to all of the fun stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you tomorrow.
Cause we be going off on the off nights. Cause I've been on every single song I put my pin on. No, they don't know, or maybe they starting to. Cause I work so hard that it's hard to lose. Top spot, I'm taking that face to face. Got a bottle in my hand, I'm facing that. Cause if winning is a habit, then I've been an addict every night. It's in the